a fair few shocks so far, with a couple of top-flight sides falling yesterday. That will serve as a warning to Rangers, while will be Partick Thistle's motivation and inspiration as they look to unsettle the holders on home turf. It's Turner, and it's a low one that Alan McGregor claws out.
Well, McGregor had the move, I've got to say. I even just thought with his run-up, I just thought he was going to go over the ball and allow Kevin Holt to go and hit it.
Turner now takes the corner kick, and arriving at the back post was Holt. Again, the appeals go up from the Partick Thistle players, but well, this is going to be reviewed on the field by David Munro. That is the recommendation of Stephen Kirkland. Huge moment here. Your initial thoughts are no penalty.
Well, that was my initial thought, because he's not even looking at the ball. The ball's come over his head. He's actually still in mid-air. He's only on one leg. How do you balance? You don't balance with your hand at your side. You need some sort of leverage from your arms to give you balance. And the ball has travelled, what, half a yard, of even that, onto his hand. So I mean, the freeze frame, you can put pictures and you can paint it whatever way you want. I just don't think that can be a penalty kick. I know there's been lots of giving over the last number of weeks, but I think this is going to be very harsh if it's a penalty, and he's given it.
It is a penalty kick for Partick Thistle. Antonio Cholak penalised. I have to be honest, there's nothing he could do about it.
Which is what the officials have to take into consideration. He's coming down from being in the air 2 feet off the ground. When he lands, he needs some sort of balance because he lands on one arm. You know, referees have to be big enough. If they look at it themselves and don't think it's a penalty kick, then why do they agree with the VAR official?
It's Kevin Holt, the Partick Thistle captain. Holt with a bolt past Alan McGregor. Championship Partick Thistle lead the Scottish Cup holders at Ibrox Stadium.
Well, the officials may not have composure, but certainly Kevin Holt has composure. It's a wonderful finish. He knows how important it is to get the first goal.
The final seconds look to tick away in this first half. There's been a season of surprises in the Scottish Cup, and Ian McCall's Partick Thistle are 45 minutes away from a major shock. To be a nuisance to the Rangers defence. Now Ryan Kent, for the first time off the bench, slips it through to Kemar Roof.
Ryan Kent plays in this is absolutely top class. He picks up a lovely little position just in behind Kemar Roof, but once he does, he needs people charging ahead of him. He needs people going beyond. Kemar Roof really should be scoring from there.
Raska. Tavernier, low ball back to Nicola Raska. Looks to the back post for Antonio Cholak. It's exactly the start to the second half the Rangers needed.
Play by Raskin in the box. You know, Thistle don't get the ball away. He keeps it alive. It's a perfect cross. He digs it out. It's the first time young McAvoy gets caught onto the ball. His shoulders are closed. He's no idea where Cholak is. And that's what you call experience. A top-class striker. He knows how to work his business in the 18-yard box. He's aware the young man's close to shoulders, just peels off and uses his power.
Turner for Tiffany. He had one man to beat in Sands. It was well timed by the American. Now Tillman releases Roof. Cholak makes his move. Antonio Cholak! This time it's straight at Snedden. Rangers go from one end to the other, and the yellow card. Maybe in a couple, in fact.
It's been a brilliant game, it really has. That equaliser from Rangers has really opened it up.
Tiffany does enough to hold off Sands. Here goes Graham from distance. Oh, and it just wouldn't dip that extra foot.
I said I thought he was going to have a shot earlier in the game, and he didn't. Well, he certainly changed his mind this time.
Loose touch from Tillman, but he did recover it. Tillman gets around Bannigan, and the penalty is awarded. Bannigan protests his innocence.
I think Bannigan's thinking it's outside the box. Is there contact? I think the contact looks like it starts outside the box. If there is there. That's the first contact, which is about 3 yards outside the box. You see Bannigan's right foot just catches the left heel of Tillman. He takes another step.
And now the check is complete. Tavernier can take the penalty. Tavernier against Snedden. Major moment at Ibrox Stadium, and it's Snedden that saves. Tavernier goes straight down the middle. Snedden didn't move.
But because the game can't be re-refereed, then he can't give a yellow card.
Oh, mistake from Holt. Tillman, clean through, round the goalkeeper, and can finish. And Partick Thistle are absolutely furious, but Malik Tillman has put Rangers 2-1 up. Furious scenes at Ibrox Stadium. But Rangers have the lead. And could it be crisis averted? Well, Partick Thistle are absolutely raging at how that transpired.
You can see it there from Kevin Holt. He's not anticipating the pressure from Tillman. He's wanting to give the ball back. Sportsmanship he's thinking about, and Tillman takes it into his own hands. I think that's what Thistle are furious about. That's what Ian McCall is furious about. I think the goal will stand, but then it's what went on after. I think they're going to do the right thing, and they're going to allow Partick Thistle to go up the pitch and score. That's my initial reaction. It'll be interesting to see if that is the case, because Kevin Holt is not anticipating any pressure whatsoever. His head's down, he just wanted to knock the ball back, and suddenly the ball's in the back of the net. So it'll be interesting to see what happens from kick-off. It looks like they're going to go for a scrum. The rugby was yesterday. There you go.
Well, here goes Tiffany. He's going to run through on Alan McGregor, unchallenged. If he can beat the Rangers goalkeeper, eventually he does. It's 2-2 at Ibrox Stadium. Scott Tiffany levels things up again. It's highly controversial. Probably the right outcome in the end.
I think justice has been served, Roy, absolutely. You know, Malik Tillman, I get he's wanting to go and win the ball back, but Kevin Holt had no idea he was coming. And I think Michael Beale, incredible sportsmanship. It's easy just to ignore that.
So Tiffany finishes it off. You've got to say well played to Michael Beale for allowing that.
It wasn't as well played by Alan McGregor. That's breaking his heart having to concede another goal, believe me. And there's the shake of hands.
James Tavernier prepares to take the corner kick. It's all happening here at Ibrox, and the header is kept out by Snedden.
Davis this time, isn't it? It's a long, deep ball into the box. It's a good header. There is an arm out. I just wonder, is that what they're looking at? Did it strike the arm of Aaron Muirhead?
Borna Barisic delivers, and Rangers have got themselves in front again. That's a game that has had absolutely everything.
I think it looks like Jamie Sands. It looks like he's come in from behind everybody. It was actually off the shoulder of Conor McAvoy. Clearly the message has got through.
Here is Tillman to finish it finally. Malik Tillman. Great save by Snedden. Clipped forward, Barisic is there. One more clearance will do it for Rangers. Crisis averted for the holders.